that you're rich, that's a false claim. I've been straight to the whip, no baggage claim. Whoa, a lot of stairs, can't even pronounce the name. You ain't got no style, see you on my Instagram. I've been rocking it like it's fresh on the pen. Only when I take the pics, I'm the middleman. Say the wrong word, you'll be hangman. Watch me stick to your bitch like a spray tan. Miss with cunt, can I call yeah? In the city like my name, nigga, I ain't gotta say. Taste, taste, she can get a taste. She can get a taste. Fuck what a nigga say. It's all the same like Mary Kay. She can get a taste. Let you get a taste. Do you love a taste? Yeah, that's cool, but he ain't like me. Pop it, another quadrant. Crit 400 outside, chose bar. Oh, hey, Ferrari. They could get in me and run me like a Harley. She wanna give me company and never won the promise. Feel shit in the rocket up. I don't kick it with this nigga cause it's talk about chop. And if the fight don't make this fucking chop. Yeah, that's cool, but he ain't like me.
Where the fuck should I really even start? I got hoes that I'm keeping in the dark. I got my homies cross the street living large. Thinking back to the fact that they dead, all my raps wasn't facts, so they sat with the bars. I got 2 phones, one need a charge. Yeah, they twins, I can tell they ass apart. I got big packs coming on the way. I got big stacks coming out the safe. I got Lil Max with me, he the wave. It's a big gap between us in the game. In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. When I die, put my money in the grave. When I die, put my money in the grave. I really gotta put a couple rappers in their place. Really just lapped every rapper in the race. I really might tap realest rapper on my face. Lil CC, let it slap with the bass. I used to save hoes with a mask and a cape. Now I'm like, nah, love them good, go away. You ain't about to die with no money I done gave you. Ain't about to die with no money I done gave you. On top when that shit meant a lot. Still on top like I'm scared of the drop. Still on top and these rappers wanna swap. Rappers wanna swap like it's lost in the watts. I don't wanna change cause I'm good where I'm at. Mob ties, so I'm always good where I'm at. Word to Junior, Jazzy, Baby J. Tell them when I die, put my money in the grave. Couple figures, killers call and collect. She wanna fuck, then she on to the next. Really living large, she in all with a Mac. When you really think it's small in the mall with a rat. Roll with us if you really wanna get it. Go get a $500,000 in the Sprinter. Phone ringing, bitches know a big tipper. I got the hook up and there's really no limit. Dead brokers in you rappers DNA. Ricky Smilers in Decatur with the yay. Motherfucker, just another state case. Bury my motherfucker, Chase Bank, time to bounce.
And I cross a blackbird, riding with they diligence. Get more in depth if you boys really know. It's now we squared up, hold up.
Welcome everybody to Season 8, Round 4, I believe we're in. We're in Singapore. I'm your host today. It's just going to be me in the commentary booth, Cam F1. You guys are stuck with me. I know, I'm sorry. I'm such a bore. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. Let me get these track map up here so we can see everything. We're currently on board with Savizo in the Red Bull. Making his way through Sector 1. Or, sorry, just in the beginning of Sector 2 here. Looks to be pretty well put through. He does have the Haas in front of him. I believe that's Gold Killer now. I think that Haas is also on a push lap. So, there's no worries of impeding here. We're not going to see any issue, but I do think that is going to affect Savizo in terms of some downforce. I think that dirty air is going to affect him a little bit. You see a little snap of the wheel. Colorocco sets a first time. Nerdy Dark Chocolate beating it in the Ferrari. Go on board here as he makes his way through Sector 3. Still following that Haas. Spanking, dropping us out of the 130s. Puts up a 129.9. That is a great time. Gonna be the benchmark here. Those Mercedes boys, they know how to drive. Now we do only have the one tonight. It is only Spanking. As we actually see a lot of people only have one teammate tonight. And Savizo puts himself in P5 with a 132.2. Not bad. We'll go on board with Trooper here as he makes his way through the last couple corners. His teammate jumps up into fourth with a 131.2. What does Trooper do? He invalidates at the last corner. And that's bad for that lap and the next. So I do believe we're going to see him coming into the pits after this, throw on a new set of tires, and we will see Trooper go out and try to put down another good lap. F1 lad just gets over the line. He puts down a 133.1. He'll be looking to improve as we get the nice shot of that white Honda Red Bull. I'm not going to lie, that is a good looking car. Looks like the was it that new sugar-free, like, cherry Red Bull? On air. Let's freaking go. Yes, sir. Dirty Dark Chocolate's going to retire. He takes P3, and he's just going to retire. That's the confidence in this man. This Ferrari driver is cocky, to say the least. We're going to go on board with Salty. He's one of our newer drivers. He's shown some great pace in the past, shown some great driving. Hopefully tonight we can see him put down a masterclass and maybe see himself on the podium. Now, one thing I don't like about Singapore is it does not have any good angles. I'm not going to lie. It's very quick pace. Like, what is this? What is this? My point. It proved my point. Oh, I wish they had better camera angles for here. He goes around. I believe that's the Red Bull of F1 lads. It is. F1 lads letting it by. Make sure not to impede. Salty across the line. It's going to be P8 with a 134.9. Azor's now on his hot lap. Again, this is such a bad angle. I don't even know what this is. Is that what happened, Nerdy? As Azores invalidates his lap, he's going to bail out of it. Let the Mercedes by. So Nerdy Dark Chocolate in chat saying, I'm going to give you one guess as to who locked up and crashed going into the pits. Nerdy. Now, we're going to watch Azores come into the pits here. But this is a kind of a tricky pit lane because it's a right-hander. You brake and then you get back on the gas and you have to brake again. So I'm going to assume Nerdy got back on the gas just a wee bit too hard. And that's why he's no longer qualifying. Am I right? Xylee! We all love dark chocolate. That's actually kind of my favorite kind of chocolate. That sounds about correct. Awesome. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Luckily, you are still holding P3. Now, that 130 is a decent time, that 0.4. Now, you leave a little bit of room there to Gold Killer. You got, well, pretty much 4/10 on the dot. I think what's your biggest worry? Who's your biggest worry, Nerdy? Ooh. Screenshotting that. Send me those pics too, Xylee. I doubt the P3 stands. I'm going to predict P5. Alright, so Nerdy's going to predict where Colo is currently at. Now, Colo is out on a hot lap in the silver McLaren. He's coming into the pits. I stand corrected. And that's where Nerdy crashed. Salty. Invalid and parked on track making... Or no, that's not Salty parked on track. Salty's moving, but he's invalidated. Who is out on a lap? Oh, that was the Haas of Gold Killer. He's making sure not to impede anyone. Love to see it. Way to be, Gold Killer. My biggest worry behind is Savizo and Azores. Where are they at? Savizo... He's too... Well... Okay, Azores hasn't made a time yet, so I can understand that. Savizo seems at the moment to be 2 seconds off the pace. Now, we're going to see what he can do. It looks like he just started a lap. We'll go on board with him. It does look like he has got everything hooked up. When is T1 starting? I'll be back in my rig in a couple weeks. That's a great question, Xylee. I'm not even sure. I think the biggest thing is we need to get more numbers. Xylee puts down a fastest Sector 1. No, I wasn't here last week. Was he on pole? Savizo is normally quick, so it is a bit surprising to see he was down on pace. We are seeing that he is fast as he makes his way towards the end of Sector 2. Is it purple? DRS wing opens. I don't like that camera angle. We're going to change it. It's not a purple Sector 2. I believe this is DRS open for the last time. As we see the Haas also moving out of the way again, making sure not to impede. Love to see it, Gold Killer. You were doing fantastic out there, buddy. Savizo across the line. He does demote Nerdy by 4/10. Almost takes out Gold Killer, but misses it by 3/100ths. Absolutely insane. Spanking still holding it down with the fastest time of a 1:29.9. Now, it does look like F1 Lads has moved up into... I think it was F1 Lads. Someone moved up down here. It was Commander or F1 Lads. One of the twos. I think it was Commander. The 132.4. Great time. Oh, yes, you're correct. So, yeah, the new game will come out, or not new game, new DLC will come out, and then hopefully we have the numbers and we can pick up Tier 1, and we can have not only a stream on Monday with Forza Multiclass, we can have this Thursday, maybe a Friday, pick back up again. Or maybe we might move it. Who knows? Who's to say? I'm definitely not the one to say. Azores, a 132.6. 5 minutes left in quali. I can't really tell if he's pushing right now. It actually does look like he's pushing. Is Azores going for another lap, or is he just rushing to get back in the pit? Half a second quicker. So do you think you could have put yourself in the 29s? Could you have been on pole, Nerdy? That's not what I want to do. Azora is still pushing. 29's easily. I didn't even use all my ERS. Okay. Okay, Nerdy, I see you. I see you, boo. Azores doesn't validate. Now, he will most definitely need to come back into the pits. Colo on an out lap. We can see him warming up his tires as he's about to start his lap. Xylee, I hope you have a wonderful night. Sweet dreams, handsome man. Coloroko starting his lap. Blistering McLaren. Makes his way through the S's of Sector 1. Turn 4 looking fantastic. Uses all the track. Gets a great wide exit. So he is pushing as much as he possibly can. Using up all the track. Pushing that McLaren. Goes a little wide, and it does invalidate him. So we are going to see him immediately back off and start recharging that battery. We'll go on board with Gold Killer here. Also on a push lap. Gold Killer trying to take away pole position from Spankin' Monkey. Gets a purple Sector 2. This looks good so far. Just has to put it together for Sector 3. Gold Killer takes it with a 129.712. What a great lap. See how Salty's doing. Currently P11. On his way around the last two turns. Comes across the line. Does improve. He gets up to P10. Knocks F1 Lad down. Now F1 Lad is out on an out lap right now. I do think he's about to cross the line. Or no, he's letting by the Haas. As I think we're going to see the response here from Spanking. Is Spanking going to be able to take back pole? Hops over the curb. Now this is a blind turn, or blind braking zone, I should say. You don't actually see the turn until you're already braking. It's kind of crazy. Mercedes looks to be fast, but is it fast enough to take pole position? I don't think it is. He's trying everything he's got. Final couple corners. It's all or nothing. Spankin' Will he start on the front row? On pole. He improves, but not enough. Spankin not able to take pole position away from Gold Killer. Gold Killer looks like he has secured that position. Colo crosses the line. He doesn't improve. Commander. P8. Crosses the line. I think he did get an improvement, but not enough to move him up from P8. He does have enough time to make another lap, but does he have enough energy? Azores flying through this next turn. It is all or nothing. Does Azores pass up Nerdy Dark Chocolate? Final hard braking zone. Looks like he absolutely nails it. Hard left. Cross the line. Only up to 8th. Knocks down Commander. Nerdy. Looks like he's safe so far, but what does the race going to entail? Who's next? I do think it's going to be... Spanking's done. Savizo. Nope, that's F1 lads, I think. It is. Crossing the line. Jumps up to P9. What an improvement from F1 lads of 132.2. Savizo does take pole. Spanking not going to start on the front row. Savizo and Gold Killer are your front row. Now does Trooper and Big Ed Dog here switch? Big Ed Dog is done. Trooper, I believe, invalidates. And he hits the Williams. Now we could see... No, I believe that car was already AI. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not going to comment, but I think we might see a ticket. Woohoo! Alright, we're going to give these guys about 5 minutes here. And here's your order. Oh, we got a 5-second for that. Alright. Or 5 positions. So the order currently is going to be Savizo, Gold Killer, Spanking, Nerdy, Big Ed, Trooper, Colo, Azores, F1 Lads, Commander, Salty. Boop. I will be right back. Alright, so I am back. We had a little bit of an incident. So as we saw at the end of qualifying there, I believe we had the car of Commander, which I think was a already ghost car. Like it wasn't Commander driving; it was the AI because he crossed the line and was done already. So that gave Trooper a 5 place penalty, which is completely unjust because it was complete. I think it was out of Commander's control. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start this race. We're gonna have everyone just retired. Nobody, hopefully, nobody quits the session and leaves. Do not leave. Just retire so that we can get the lobby remade and grid order set, and then wait for me in chat to describe, say that we're good to go. But yeah, unfortunately, we are going to do a quick lobby restart here and just get everything back to the way it should. Kind of unfortunate, but we don't want to have an unjust penalty for our drivers. So bear with us here. We will be right back. All right, we're back. We got everything worked out. Don't have to worry about it. We're all good now. So, let's take a real quick look. Race director here. So like I said, you got Savizo P1, Gold Killer P2, Spankin' Monkey gonna come in P3. Nerdy Dark Chocolate able to stay on that second row with a P4. Big Ed Dog P5. Trooper, his teammate coming in P6. Those Alpines are gonna be working together trying to move their way up. Coloroco P7, Azores P8. F1 lads coming in P9. Commander P10 and Salty, who has just left the session, and P11. So hopefully we can get him back here. As we stare at this lovely, lovely screen of pure nothingness. So I'm going to give these guys till what? 44, 45? Something like that? Something like that. See if we can get him. Oh, never mind. I was just about to make sure that he was back. So Salty's back. Make sure we get a minute here just to load his setup. And apparently F1 Lads is going to call that Nerdy's going to spin in turn 1. So we shall find out in just a few short moments here. So I think we gave Salty just enough time. Give them the go-ahead message, and we will get this thing on a roll. As we'll see what our fabulous leader is sending me. Oh, that's lovely. Alright, back on the action. So we'll wait for the glorious countdown. Here we go. 2, 3, 5 lights on. And they're away in Singapore. It's a lovely day to race. Get off to a little bit of a glitchy start. It looks like Gold Killer going wide to defend. Nerdy makes it clean through turn 1. And it doesn't look like we have anyone spinning out. Trooper falling back away from his teammate. Looks like he's able to make that position up. Colo going for the move. He's not able to make it stick. Commander now sticking his nose in there. Big Ed getting a 10-second penalty for corner cutting and gaining a position. So I'm sure we're going to see that come into play later with the stewards. Colo having to back out now as he's going to lose the position. He's got to defend from Commander here. Commander all over the back of that McLaren. He wants it. It's only turn one, but man, are they eager to freaking grab positions. Predictions. I'm gonna say Nerdy's gonna come up and he's gonna get on podium. As we see an Alpine backing his way offline. That's going to be Big Ed Dog. I hope he doesn't have any wing damage. I think everything's good. Nerdy Dark Chocolate all over the back of Spanking currently. Let's see. So I said Nerdy. I'm gonna go with Gold Killer and Colo as a wild card. Colo, I'm hoping you can do it. My old teammate. Call it favoritism. I don't care. I'm gonna throw him in there. Nerdy puts down the fastest Sector 3. He is absolutely moving right now all over the back of that Mercedes. These Ferrari drivers always show out, always show that they're eager, and always wanting to gain position. Today, it's only Nerdy by himself. I do think he does have his teammate in his ear, so they're going to be working together, trying to come up with a strategy. We'll go down the pack here as Commander is still all over the back of that McLaren. Colo showing signs that that setup might be good for quali, but it might not be the best for a race. But also, I'm just noticing Commander's on softs, so he's got the grip advantage. This makes sense. So Commander, go for the move. Do it. You can do it. Commander now starting to lose it a little bit. He's starting. Trooper now starting to enter the picture. Trooper, unfortunate contact in qualifying, finds himself behind Commander again, gets the DRS wing open. Is he going to go for the move? He looks for it, but he backs out. Trooper thinking smart here. It's not the best place for a move just yet. It might be here. And we see an end plate go flying. Was there contact? That was the worst time for me to switch off cameras. But he does go by. That lack of downforce surely will help him in the straights. Now in the corners, he's going to struggle a little bit. Will Commander be able to make by? As we see Salty and Big Ed battling it out in the back. Big Ed looking to try to make up positions from that first spin-off. Salty doing a decent job here of holding him up. He's making that car as fat as possible. Big Ed got the DRS. He's using battery. He does look like he gets by, but oh no, Salty's going to fight him for it. Salty side by side. They're wheel to wheel. They're touching wheels. Salty does not want to give up P10, and I absolutely love it. Salty able to hold off the Alpine. Big Ed. So we finally get a halfway decent camera shot here. Helicopter view always coming in clutch as they go over the bridge to the hard left-hander. Big Ed going for the move on the inside. Does he get it done? He does. He's got the battery and the DRS. Big Ed with a gutsy move gets the job done. Seals off the position at P10 as F1 lads makes his way up past Commander. Commander looks like he's spun out. Commander retires, and it brings out our first safety car of the race. Commander and Salty. Salty also out. Not sure what happened there with Salty. But that's going to bring out our first safety car, which is perfect for Trooper here as he's already got a damaged front wing, but he doesn't replace it. Was the rushed pit a mistake? Everyone able to overtake the safety car, so at least they'll have another pit opportunity. Is Trooper going to go back into the pits to replace that front wing? I don't think he is. I think he's going to stick it out. If I know Trooper, he's going to stick it out. But it's going to be difficult. New tires, great. Broken wing, not great. Commander, ugh, I hate Singapore. Yeah, it's a tricky one. To be fair, you did make it past lap 1, which is better than most people, including myself. So, you got that going for you, right? Look at the positives. Look at the positives. So our current running order is going to be Civizo, Gold Killer, Spanking, Nerdy. I don't think we've seen that was our qualifying order. Coloroko coming in P5, F1 Lads 6, Azores P7, Ed Dog 8, Trooper in 9, Commander and Salty unfortunately getting the DNF at P10 and 11. Civizo into the pits. He's gonna lose a couple positions now. We'll get back with a update after, as it's definitely gonna drop them back. Get some nice shots of that lovely Aston Martin safety car. So Trooper does come back into the pits. I do think he has replaced his front wing. Or, yep, he's going for a new front wing. So we do see the Alpines going for the double stack and getting new wings so that they have the most downforce possible. So current running order is now Gold Killer, Spanking, Nerdy, Azores, Civizo, Colo, F1 Lab, Big Ed, and Trooper. It's always a bit of a bore here when you're watching a safety car, but we'll get through it. Slowly but surely. Hopefully this will be our last lap of safety car. Those two Alpines can bring it up the rear. The first Alpine almost caught up to the back. See how Big Ed Dog is catching up here. And his teammate Trooper. So, I think we may see one more lap. We will. But this will be our last lap under safety car. So, like I said, Gold Killer, Spanking, Nerdy, Azores, Civizo, Colo, F1, Big Ed, and Trooper. Everyone's eager to get this race back underway. We are lap 7 of 31. Plenty of race left. Plenty of positions to make up here. Commander, to be fair, I was running the softs, anticipating a safety car. Well, you're right. You got a safety car. We got a safety car. It's just, you weren't supposed to cause the safety car. That's the issue. But it's okay. We'll work on it. We'll come back next week after a little regrouping, and we'll be good. All right. It's okay, Picasso. Get back on board with our leader here. It's a lovely shot of this turn. Everyone taking a nice clean line through. We see safety car in this lap. We'll go on board with Gold Killer, see if we can catch his jump and where he decides to go. See all the cars in the mirrors, they're eager to get this thing going. Gold Killer. Waiting for the safety car to come in. He can go whenever he feels like it, and he goes off. It does look like he caught Spankin' off guard. It is a tricky start. Spanking almost a whole second behind off the start. Nerdy trying to capitalize on that. He's going to have to worry about the Aston Martin behind him. Azores also eager to move up position. Now, no one's going to have DRS for one lap. So it's going to be all on the drivers to make a move and go for it. Civizo. Red Bull looking to make a move on. He decides otherwise. I tell you, that Aston Martin looks hungry. It looks like he wants to have a Ferrari for dinner. Ferrari soup. They'll have some Ferrari soup. Made in Italia. Get a great shot as we see the lockup of Civizo there. It does look like he recovered quite well. Trying to move out of the dirty air. Civizo on the bumper of Azores. Looks towards the inside. Doesn't go for the move just yet. Gonna wait till down the back straight. F1 lads gets the move down by Big Ed. Oh, they're battling hard. And F1 lads is way off track. Trooper doesn't go by, but he does now. F1 lad's gonna have to concede the position. Looks like everyone made it through pretty clean, no damage. I don't think there's any damage on the Red Bull. Go back with our fight on Civizo. Goes for the move on Azores. He gets it done. Does Azores fight him back? He doesn't. Savizo now up into P4. Savizo now on the hunt for Nerdy Dark Chocolate. I got the rear wing open, but Nerdy also having DRS from the car in front. He's trying everything he can to catch that Mercedes, but it's just starting to slip away. DRS just barely saving him. That Ferrari able to hold on to it momentarily. Will he save it? Will he continue to hold on? Nerdy under pressure from Savizo. Down the back straight. Savizo thinks about going on the inside. He decides to go out of it. These drivers are racing smart. Colo able to get by Azores. Azores fights back. They're wheel to wheel. And it's Azores coming out on top so far. Nerdy. Savizo fighting it out. Savizo looks like he gets by Nerdy. Nerdy's going to have to fight for it. Nerdy doing everything he can to hold on. He wants the podium. He needs the podium. It's just not going to be able to hold on for now. We'll go back on board with our Alpine battles. These Alpines are working together. They're trying to hold off F1 lads while simultaneously trying to attack the McLaren. So you got one guy attacking, one guy defending. I mean, go for it, Big Ed. As long as it wasn't any, like, incident or anything, and you're not gonna try to curse anyone out. What happened, Salty? I'd love to know a simplified version. Did you just crash into someone? Did you and Commander just have some contact? I didn't catch it on stream, unfortunately, so. Colo. Looking to make a move on Azores. Colo keeps thinking about going on the inside. Azores now having to get defensive. Here comes Ed Dog. Ed Dog going for the inside. He's going for the move, and he's up against the wall. And there goes the wing plate of Big Ed Dog. He does get the move done. Ooh, whoa! And we just see a send from Trooper. I don't even know what to say about that. So I think, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. Trooper sent it, but then backed off. So the order is Azores, Big Ed, Colo, Trooper, and F1 lad still in the back. Wasn't able to make up any positions from that. It's my dog. Oh, and you're stupid. And F1 lad's getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Oh. F1 lads going for the move now on Colo. Does get it done. Ah. So he crashed in the back of your rear wing and we both DNF'd. Okay. F1 lads on Big Ed Dog. They're wheel to wheel. Big Ed able to stay on track. He's gonna fight. He doesn't have any wings, so he's not able to fight in the corners, but he does have that straight line speed. Colo, I do believe I heard some contact. I think there was a little wheel banging. Colo, Ed Dog, fighting it out. Coloroko getting oh so close to the back of that Alpine. That Alpine doesn't have any grip. This should be an easy overtake for Colo if he's able to find some grip somewhere. Off goes Big Ed, through goes Colo. As the lack of downforce is apparent. Now, I do think we're going to see Trooper and Big Ed switch here, do the old team swap. Because they're going to want to attack. We'll go back on board with Nerdy here as he's fighting. I do think he's gaining some ground on that Mercedes. As we see those Alpines swap positions as predicted. Nerdy now within 3/10, 6/10. Wow, that jumped really fast. Nerdy falling back. It looked like he was game volume up a bit. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me adjust the game volume just a wee bit. Turn that about there. Alright, Savizo now gaining on the Haas. Gold Killer looks like he's starting to lose some pace. He had blistering pace off the start. Now under threat of the Red Bull. Savizo wants it. He's in DRS. He's got that rear wing open. It does bring him closer, but it seems like in the corners he just doesn't have enough to be able to hold it. He might make me eat my words here as he's now in 4/10. It's going to drop. Is he going to think about the inside move? He's going to hold off for now. He knows he's close. That front straight is coming up soon. Savizo within 5/10. If he's bold, he can dive, but he won't. Nerdy. Azores dropping down. Oh, they're going into the pit. I was like, I thought a crash happened. I was like, why is everyone going down? What happened? As we see everyone start to make their way into the pits, all those medium runners, those tires are now pretty much at the end of their life. If anyone still got on the same tires they started with. Nerdy up into third position. He does still have to come in and make a pit stop, or he might stick this out. If I know Nerdy, he's one that'll stick it out and try to do a one-stopper. And he's only got 3 seconds to play with. That is growing, the gap to Colo. go on board at that. Pretty awesome helmet, if I do say. Nerdy showing off some fantastic, it's like comic book art almost on the side. If I'm looking at that right, correct me if I'm wrong. That is a cool, badass, whatever word you want to use. I love that helmet. I don't know how I didn't notice that before. Gold Killer now behind Civizo. Not sure what happened there. I guess I must have missed the action. I do apologize for that. We got Civizo, Gold Killer, Nerdy, Colo, F1 Lads, Spankin, Trooper, Azores, and Big Ed Dog. So we see the Alpine of Trooper was able to move up a little bit after the Aston Martin pit. I'm sure it won't be long before we see that Aston Martin all over the back of that Alpine. Gold Killer still on the hunt. He's going to go for the move. On the outside. They're wheel to wheel. Gold Killer stays on track now. I'm pretty sure he got a warning for that. I'm not positive. What a great fight for the win here. Great fight for P1, I should say. Big Ed sets the fastest lap of a 1:33 on fresh mediums. Gold Killer now trying to pull away from that Red Bull. So this is what makes Singapore so tricky, is there's so many DRS zones, but not many DRS detection points. You can get past someone and then still have DRS on the next straight, which is crazy to me. And then the next guy will get it again. Like, what? There's so many DRS zones here. It's just mind-boggling. It's kind of like Vegas. As we see a Red Bull in the wall. Is he missing his front wing? He is. The entire front wing is gone, so now he's going to have to limp that car back into the pits. Replace that front wing. Nice not to bring out a safety car, though. As I'm sure that's the last thing that Gold Killer wants, as he's already under pressure. And F1 Lads pulls into the pits and does retire. I think. He pulled into the pits, right? I hope so. Did he bring out a VSC? Colo got a drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC. Nice. Well, you're not supposed to do that. So, Colo, the McLaren, unfortunately going to have to go through the pits. Now, I do think he has enough time to go through the pits, but he's going to have that Mercedes all over the back of him really fast. Azores trying to catch Trooper. Big Ed trying to catch Azores and hold him off so that Trooper can still work his way up. Trooper 6 seconds behind Spanking. Azores only 7/10 behind Trooper. He's going to be under threat here in a second of being overtaken and almost nothing to do. 10 seconds. And then Colo gets a 10-second for speeding in the pits. Everything is just not working out. And he retires. Yeah, that's, you know what? That's understandable. I can understand that. Unfortunate, but I could understand that. Nerdy Dark Chocolate finally into the pits. He's going to come out. P4. Trooper on the back of Azores. The front runners have kind of fallen off here. We're down to our last 7 survivors. Game. Here we go. Thank you. Savizo, Gold Killer, fighting it out now. They're side by side. Savizo is behind. Not by much. He's got the DRS wing open. But he's not going to go for it just yet. Oh, and I think Gold Killer does tap the wall there. No, I don't think there was any damage, luckily. We see Pink Squad Racing. Trooper and Ed Dog. Sitting P6 and 7. It is, you know, technically it is top 10. I mean, you're coming in last on track, but it's top 10. It is top 10. Whoa. So Salty, just so you do know, the cursing will always get, like, bleeped out. It's family friendly, my guy. We're family friendly. But yeah, you had a great fight with Ed. I think you guys did good. You can go back later after stream ends and you can watch it and see how you did. I think you did fairly well. Until the end. Up until the end. I know, being family friendly is lame, I agree, but we have to. Welcome to the show. Oh no, this is the greatest show. That's what it is. As our Alpines are our closest action on track. But I don't think we're going to see much wheel banging from the guys. However, if they can hear me, I would love for them to have some wheel banging. Do it. Fight each other. Fist fights. No rules. Just do it. Gold Killer sets a fastest lap. We see Trooper now being let by Ed to go attack Azores, who is 2 seconds ahead. Not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, that should be better. Not a whole lot of action on track. We do have Nerdy starting to catch that Mercedes again. He's hungry for that P3. He wants to get on podium. I would love to interview him. Zora's picking up a 3-second time penalty. Nerdy 4/10 behind. Ferrari is hungry. That rear wing opens up. It's going for it, and a prime overtaking opportunity is coming soon. Nerdy, dark chocolate. This is for P3. Will he go for it? He decides otherwise. Not the worst call. Remember, you want to finish the race. You don't want to break yourself midway through it and then not. The goal is always to finish. Remember that, boys. If CMS was here, he'd finished. Nope, never mind. Anyway, Nerdy still trying to catch Spanking. Spanking doing everything and doing his best job at defending. I think he's doing all to drain his batteries. Salty is left the session. Wait, you were here the whole time? That's crazy. Anyway. Nerdy, 4/10. Down the back straight. He's going for it. On the inside. Nerdy. Switch back. There's a little bit of contact from Spanking. He taps the rear. No damage. Nerdy's going to get the overtake done. Does Spanking retaliate here? Spanking 5/10 behind. It would be a bit of a send to do it there. He's gonna have to wait. Spanking Monkey so close to the back of that Ferrari. He knows where his nose is. Oh, he bangs it off the wall. I stand corrected. Maybe he doesn't. Surely that was some end plate damage. It wasn't. Well, that Mercedes is made out of steel. I don't think I've ever seen such a durable car. Searike, ew, overtake, ew. I guarantee that's exactly how you said it too. Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm right. You've been playing too much hockey, Craig. Spanking starting to fall away from Nerdy. The Ferrari pulling away. Looks like he's gonna secure P3, hopefully. Don't want to call it too soon. Really? You know what? I'm surprised. Spanking, DRS wing open. He doesn't go for it just yet. Nailed the impression sounds, Mike D. Oh. So I think that's a sign, Mike. I think you and the boys need to get on and play some hockey here, eh? Jump on, hit some mishes. Ew. Mish. Already pulling away. He's got a 2.5 to the Mercedes. Everyone is pretty much pulled a distance away from each other. Not a whole lot to commentate. We'll go back on board with our race leader and watch him for a couple laps as he demonstrates how to drive a nice lap around Singapore. Locks up the brakes just a little bit. Gold Killer is still trying to lose Savizo. He does have almost 3 seconds. He does want to make that as big as possible. Give himself just a little bit of breathing room here. Have a lisp. Playing the Mike Tyson. Spanking trying to catch up to Nerdy. Nerdy got that Ferrari planted down. So currently, our order is going to be Gold Killer, Savizo, Nerdy, Spankin. I want to say Azores, but if Big Ed can keep this gap and catch up, he might be able to take the position. So Big Ed, Azores, and Trooper. All our unfortunate DNFers. We have just a few laps left in this race. We'll go on to our closest battle here. Azora is starting to catch up to Nerdy. Nerdy does have a time penalty, so I believe this will be 4-track position. No! Oh, I didn't know Nerdy had a 10-second. Must have sped in the pit lane. That's not okay. Well, that's unfortunate. So Nerdy has to get that gap up. Azores is starting to catch. As the Bulldog looks to make a move. Not the best spot, but he is gaining. He's got 2/10. He taps the wall. Azora is trying everything he can. He wants this position. Still not within striking distance yet, and he goes into the wall! Azores, right as he's catching Nerdy, loses grip and sends it into the wall and loses his front wing. Now, hopefully he doesn't block Big Ed, because he's going to be quite the impediment. Don't tell me he's not gonna... He's gonna stick it out? No. You're lying. You're lying. There's no way he's gonna stick it out. He doesn't have a wing. He's got a whole minute to play with. He should have pit. Ceviso might get into striking distance here. Within the last lap, it might come down to a last lap shootout between the Haas and Red Bull. Now, neither of these guys have penalties. I'm not sure if these guys have. And that brings out a safety car. Azores, I believe, crashed out. And brings out a safety car on lap 27. So there is 4 laps to go, and we have a safety car. This is gonna be interesting. Now, I'm gonna imagine everyone's gonna come into the pits and throw on softs. Right? Right. Yeah. Maybe not. They got to. Does anyone come into the pits? Wow. I stand corrected. So the safety car just going to bunch everyone up here. We're going to see safety car in this lap. Oh, killer. So it looks like we have 3 cars ready to get going. It's going to be Gold Killer, Ceviso, and Spanking. Or no, that's... Who is that? What Alpine is that? That's Trooper. Somehow found his mix in the shootout between Ceviso and Gold Killer. Go on board with Ceviso here. As we can see, he's eager to get this going. He doesn't want to lose Gold Killer. Gold Killer goes. Ceviso does lack the jump on him. Or Gold Killer, I should say, had the jump on Ceviso. As he's going to have 2 laps, this lap without DRS. So he's only going to get 1 lap of DRS to make a move and go for it. We saw Trooper getting out of the way not to impede those other drivers. Ceviso 5/10 behind the Haas of Gold Killer. He is falling just a tad bit behind. You know, not having DRS and getting in that dirty air is definitely not helping. Ceviso having to do everything he can just to wrestle that car around. You see he's a little bit loose on grip. He does have hard tires. Gold Killer on medium. Now I'm not sure how old they are. but just off the compound, Gold Killer does have the advantage. We'll make our way towards the final corners of this lap and bring us into our last lap. This DRS is going to be enabled. It's now or never. Savizo, gotta go for something. Show them why our name is Late Dive Racing. Go for the late dive. Send the late move. It's now or never, Savizo. He's all over the back of the Haas. He wants it. He's sniffing exhaust fumes. He thinks about the outside move. The wheel to wheel. No contact. Savizo on the inside now. Pushing Gold Killer fighting back. There's a little bit of contact, no damage. Gold Killer brushes the wall. Savizo having to fight back just a little bit. Backs off to make their way over to the bridge. To the bridge. Savizo thought about going for an inside move. He gets a little loose on the exit. Is this over? Is the fight done? Does Savizo have anything left to take the move? Take the win? Gold Killer holding him off. Making that car as fat as possible. Big Ed gonna grab 3 seconds. And it's going to be Gold Killer at the line. Savizo spanking. I'm not sure. I think Big Ed is close enough. Or does he have enough penalties? Nerdy gets another 10-second. What? So Gold Killer, Savizo spanking Big Ed. I didn't get to read the rest because I got cut off. Tell spanking the inner. We'll get these guys in here. So like I said, you got Gold Killer, Savizo, Spankin', Big Ed, Nerdy, Trooper, Azores, Colo, F1 Lads, Commander, and Salty. What a very interesting race. We'll wait for these guys to join up the commentary box. There we go. They're starting to funnel in now. Who are we missing?
Savizo.
Savizo. All right, well, I'll let you guys talk amongst yourself.
That was a nice little battle you guys had on the last lap there. That was nice. I saw the switcheroos on the names at the P1. I was like, look at them go.
Yep. Can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Yeah, that was nerve-wracking. Holy shit. Yeah, how did it go back there? I noticed you got like a penalty, but you still managed for a P3.
No penalties on my end. Had one track
Oh, no.
limits. But
Is the
that was Nerdy. Nerdy got the 10-second.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Thank God there was no rain, because that would have been an even bigger fuckfest.
but I was I mean, you guys were pulled way ahead for the whole race, and that was just the unfortunate late safety
Yeah,
car. Um,
yeah.
that kind of made the hearts pump a little bit more than maybe they needed to.
Yeah. Uh, those safety cars were so odd. Like one super early, then a virtual safety car, and then safety car for one
Yeah, one
lap.
VSC was only like it was only like 20 seconds or 15
Yeah, it
seconds or
was just a few
something.
corners. Yeah,
Good racing, boys.
yeah, good racing. That was fun.
Yeah,
All right.
I thought I had you there.
Yeah, but I mean, we were so close. Just like at some point, just swapping positions all the time in the middle of the race.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I tried the two stop and then all the safety cars in the two first safety cars. I mean, they were perfect for me.
yeah,
But then,
So did you start on mediums for the race?
yeah, I did medium, medium, hard.
Okay. Because he pitted on that first one. It was like lap 5, right?
Yeah, cause I knew there was gonna be a hard race for the tires, so I thought to myself, I'm gonna pit lap 8 or 9, and then 8 or 9 after that, I'll pit again for the hards. But the safety cars came in like almost perfectly.
yeah. Like when the safety car came in, I was like, should I just pit for softs?
On the last lap, I thought about it too,
Yeah.
man. But then there was a guy behind, I think it was a spanking monkey right behind me, so I was like, ah.
Yeah,
I,
that would have
I
made
did
it
I did one stop with the hards at the end, and they were skating. Um,
yeah,
it was like ice skates.
yeah. Bro,
That
my
was a hard one stop for real.
All right, guys.
yeah.
Not to try to cut you guys off early, but let's head our way down to our first garage as we're gonna start interview with P3. I believe that was
So,
our spanking monkey. Am I right here?
yes, sir.
How are we feeling
Let's
coming off
go,
of a
Merc.
P3 finish? I'm sure the guys down at what's it called, Mercedes are pretty happy.
I'm sure there's like ecstatic. Uh, but I mean, it wouldn't have happened if there wasn't a mistake made. So I guess I was just trying to keep it as consistent as possible because Singapore is not my forte, I suppose. Um, so just trying to reduce the amount of damage I get from the walls or burn up my tires and just try and keep it consistent the whole race without trying to push too hard.
You definitely were able to put it together tonight, walking away with a podium finish. What were your thoughts, coming into the race, like strategy wise, versus what now that you were in the race and you're in it and you're actually doing it? How much did it change?
Not too much. I dabbled in the thought of changing it with the amount of safety cars. Um, but my original plan was a one stop medium hard. And with the early safety car, made me think about changing the strat. But I'm just sticking with it and hoping that there's clean racing to not have as many safety cars throughout the rest of the race. So not too much change from the beginning strat to all the way to the end.
Well, I'm glad that it was able to work out tonight in your favor. I mean, like I said before, you're walking away with a podium finish, P3. Any thoughts going into next week? I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head where we are.
Well, next week I'll be sitting on the beach with a margarita in my hand because we're not racing.
Oh, that's right. See, this is why I need to peek
Uh,
at the schedule ahead of time. So we won't be here next week. So never mind. So you'll be able to have a break week and enjoy yourself.
there you go. But off week next week, so I'll just practicing, I guess, for what we got next. We got Spielberg next. So
Oh, okay. That'll be a good one.
wait
Pretty
till then.
fast pace. Awesome. Well,
Happy to be here.
congratulations with your P3 tonight. We will catch you hopefully next week at or not next week, 2 weeks at Spielberg, and hopefully see you on the podium again.
Yep. Represent Merck. Let's go.
All right, and we'll make our way over to Red Bull. Was it Red Bull? I think you're in the Red Bull. So
Yeah,
Bizo,
yeah, it was. Hi.
how are you, man? You had quite the interesting last lap there.
Yeah. What do you mean interesting?
Well, walk us through it, man. How was it?
Well, the safety car, it just my tires were very cold after that, so the first lap after the safety car, I tried to stay with Gold Killer and then just eat him up and go for it on the last lap. And I mean, we went side by side for 3 or 4 turns, I think, so that was a good fight. But he came up on top.
Yeah, now I believe at that point you were on older hards, was it? And he had medium, so he had a little bit of a tire advantage. You did have the DRS. It just unfortunately wasn't able to get you that P1 tonight, but still not bad. You're walking away with P2. What are your thoughts going into 2 weeks from now when we get to Spielberg?
Where are we going in 2 weeks?
That's what I just
Let me
said.
see.
We're going to Spielberg.
On the Spielberg, okay. I don't know, man. It's been a while, so I'll try my best.
Well, if given your history, I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be back up in here soon, and I don't think it'll be long before we're talking to you again. Um, Congratulations on your P2 tonight, and like I said, I hope to see from you again.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll go over to our P1 Gold Killer. You seem to be a familiar top finisher around here. How you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling good. Saviso did keep me on my toes for a good while. That last lap with well, last moment safety car kind of like gave me a little heart attack. I wasn't sure if the the gap closing in real fast would affect the race. Still managed a pretty strong battle with Saviso and managed by a little margin to get on top of the podium. Yeah, no, a pretty good race, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it seemed like the even through qualifying through the entire race, like you had your pace. I think off that first safety car restart, you were leading, and we were just watching you, and you blew everyone out of the water. You had the jump on everyone tonight. It seemed like you had the jump on that last safety car restart, which worked in your favor, holding off the the Red Bull. What are your thoughts going into your next race?
Spielberg is a strong race, is one of my strong tracks. So hopefully another good result. Maybe my teammate will be available. I know he's been having a lot of stuff going on, so having a teammate could change the game a bit. Having some team action, split strategy, stuff like that. So looking forward to it.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. The winner of tonight's race, Gold Killer. Looking forward to next race. Congratulations on your win tonight, Gold Killer. And congratulations to all of our podium finishers tonight. You guys put on an absolute show. Even everyone who didn't finish, this was a very tough track. It's a very tight track. These walls come at you very fast. Everyone, I think, put on a fantastic show for us. But that will do us for tonight. Make sure to come back, I believe, Monday around starting time, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be here, Forza Motorsport, multi-class racing, hypercar, LMP2s, GT3s, all out on track. We're going to be at, I think, Laguna Seca. Great track. So, yeah, tune in for that. And we will catch you on the next one. Peace.